Hey, so I've heard some people complaining about getting their asses kicked in the Destiny beta in the Crucible. So I thought I'd make a quick tips and tricks video on just things that might not be completely apparent to some of you guys that are more used to playing PvE. So I hope you guys enjoy, and here we go. Meleeing is something that if you're not used to already, you should get really used to using in PvP. It's the kind of thing where, because Destiny has so many tight corridors, and you're gonna have so many close range encounters, if you're not using a shotgun, meleeing is by far the fastest way to kill someone. Just to think that in like half a second, you can do over half of a person's damage to them. So if you're able to just shoot them like 3 or 4 times and then melee them, or melee them and then shoot them 3 or 4 times, it's something that's gonna win you a lot of gunfights that you wouldn't normally win. For example, this next 30 seconds here on Mars, there's just so much going on, and I can't possibly put enough bullets into everybody. I don't have the ammo in my chamber, and it's not possible because people are moving around too much. But what I'm doing is I'm getting in close and I'm meleeing as many people as I can. I'm throwing knives, and I'm just making sure to do as much damage as I can and hope to kill as many people as possible. Okay, so head glitching. Head glitching is useless 99% of the time in PvE, but in PvP it really can be the difference between winning and losing gunfights. Right here I'm going to engage with 2 people, realize that I probably can't kill them, so I'm going to draw back and make sure to expose as little of my body as possible while still being able to see all of theirs. So I'm getting behind this wall here, I'm only popping my head out, and I'm making sure that I can control the gunfight, even though they're in the position of power. There's 2 of them, and they have the higher ground, which is something that you normally always want. But if you can just hide your body and kill them like this, it's something that's going to win you a lot of gunfights, so it's something you should get used to. In PvE, it's kind of important to use your radar, even though it's not really, but in PvP it's really important to trust it instead. So right here, after I kill this guy, I'm going to see this red dot coming at me from behind. And I know that if he gets the jump on me, I'm dead, so I'm going to turn around and throw a throwing knife and a grenade before I even have any idea where he is. And that lets me get the first few hits on him and take away the majority of his health. Stuff like this is just something that you really need to get used to. If you don't trust your radar, you're just going to die.
Only 10 seconds left. Zone B.
Okay, so breakouts. Breakouts are mainly important because if you can get off to a really quick start and get some momentum going, your team can really just start to steamroll the other team, and it'll take a while for them to catch up. So I'm going to show you 2 of my favorites right here. The first one's on Moon, and I just press that A flag right away. I know that lots of people on Moon or on First Light don't really go and get that home flag because it's a pretty big map and not that many people challenge it. So I like to press up and just try and knock them off their flag right away. That means that we normally have at least a 2-to-1 flag cap right off the start, sometimes 3-0, sometimes 2-0. And it's just the kind of thing where your team can get a really good advantage at the start, even if you're just only trading kills. The second one on Venus is a bit different. Rather than pressing the opposition flag, I'm going to try and make sure that our team gets B. So I'm going to go and I'm going to watch the cut, and I'm going to try and take out as many people as possible so that the people that we have that are charging B are going to have an easier time of doing it. This is a pretty good one right here for me. I take out all 3 guys that are charging it, so we get the flag uncontested. And obviously that's something that's a bit rare, but even if you don't get all 3 guys, and let's say you only get 1 or you get taken out if they're taking out any of them, at least it slows them down and it gives your team a better chance of getting the flag. This one's mainly for the Hunter class and the Golden Gun ability, but pretty much if you're using your super and you're about to die, or if it's a timed super and you're right about to run out of it, just go for it. There's nothing to lose by taking an extra shot with the golden gun or something. If you have 2 left, or if you have 1 left, and the time's right about to die, just turn and just shoot. Or just aim somewhere and just shoot, because there's nothing to lose. And sometimes you'll get a kill that you really don't deserve. Your super is something that's so situationally overpowered that
Zone
it's
C
something that if you're not
neutralized.
getting 2 kills when you're using it, you should really consider it a failure. Like,
Zone
sure, there's
A
situations
lost.
where maybe you get 1 kill and it helps your team get a flag or something.
Zone C
But if
secure.
you don't get 2
Zone
kills
B
with it, it doesn't
secure.
matter if it's the golden gun or the titan smash or the warlock ball of death, whatever you want to call it. If you're not getting at least 2 kills with it, it's really a waste. So make sure to take advantage of it because you're only going to get it a couple times around, and just get as much out of it as you can. Play to your strengths. This really shouldn't need very much explaining because it's something that should be really straightforward. If you're really good at doing one thing, you should try and put yourself in as many situations as possible to use it. For example, I know that I've been sniping for a very long time, and I'm pretty good at it. So it doesn't really matter what the situation is. If there's a way that I can snipe and take advantage of my experience with that, that's something that I'm gonna do. It doesn't matter if you're good with the shotgun, if you're good with the sniper, or what it is. Just take advantage of what you're good at. The last thing I kind of just want to remind you guys about, just keep in mind that Destiny is a game. Don't take it too personally if you get your ass kicked, because 99% of you will never make any money from playing this game, whether it's competitive or on YouTube or whatever. So just play it to have fun. That's really what should be important with any video game at the end of the day. Unless you're in that 1%, just remember, don't take anything too personally.